What is going on, Adventure Nation? We are leaving the Liard Hot Springs and heading up the ALCAN. This is the motorhome experiment. The Liard Hot Springs was awesome.
Oh my God, it was an amazing stop. I think it's a must stop. Going up to Alaska. I think everybody stops here. It's like a must stop, but the water was amazing, extremely hot to very not look warm if you go to the
various
end.
Spots, yep.
So it caters to everybody if you don't like it that hot or that cold.
We really liked the campground. We'll show you the site here quick, and then we'll talk about the rest of the campground as we're heading out. But the sites are pretty big, spacious sites, and some of the sites are actually set up so that you can park 2 RVs in them. We did have an amazing campfire for 2 nights. We did 2 campfires,
I love the picnic table. I have never seen a picnic table like this.
That is one chunky picnic table.
So pretty.
Now, I'm going to take you guys over to the site next door and show you that and talk about the sites and how well maintained the place is, and then we'll hit the road.
Sites.
Yes, they rake the sites. Take you guys for a quick walk over here. So every site, after an RV leaves, they come in and they rake the site so that it's nice and neat for the next person. So it doesn't have to be a fancy campground, folks, to be nicely maintained. You can see that, it's kind of rough around the edges, but that's part of the coolness of this being a campground. But then the rest of the site is really, really well maintained. So very, very cool. It's little things like that that make a huge difference. It doesn't impress me. It just lets me know that they care, that the experience for the next camper is good. So that's awesome. Oh, by the way, we stayed in Lucky 13. You ready to go? And as we roll out of the Liard Hot Springs campground, why don't you talk about the actual campground?
Very pretty campground. The sites themselves are extremely separated, so that's super nice. You really have your privacy. A lot of them are reserved, but we came on a holiday weekend, first come, first serve, and we got one. We arrived about 12:30.
Yeah.
So it was kind of about somewhat checkout time. But we got one. The ones closer to the highway, they're not that close to the highway, so you can really hear the traffic very faded, but they're not that bad either. There are no hookups, no water, no electric, and they have a spigot on the front where you can fill up water, but there is no sewage here. So come prepared and already with empty tanks if needed if you're gonna spend a long time here. Camping was $26 a night. And the day pass, I can't remember the day pass how much.
I think it was $5 a person.
$5 a person, right?
But the campground included your fee to the hot springs, and if you stay in the campground, you have early access and late access.
Well, you can go literally
24 hours a day.
Anytime, as long as you're in the campground. If you're outside of the campground, then it's only 7 to 10 p.m. 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And here you see the guys raking the sites and cleaning the sites in front of us.
I just want to tell you guys do an amazing job. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We had a great stay.
Alrighty.
So we just found out that for sure there is no dump station here at this park.
And right across from the campground right now, there is 2 other options where you can stay in an RV. On the left side, you can see another RV there. That's just a parking lot, and you're allowed to stay there overnight, slides open and everything for free, and just pay your day fee when you come into Liard. So a lot of people just opt to do that. They're just gonna go on to the springs for one time and just stay overnight and continue the next day. Now here in front of us, you see the lodge. The lodge will have a little restaurant, we'll have cabins, we'll have also campsites, and not only that, they have Wi-Fi. So for $4 for 1 hour, you can stay connected. Because that's one thing nobody talks about. All this area from Fort Nelson until Watson Lake There is no cell phone signal, so you're totally disconnected. But that's an option to stay connected here in the yard area.
Which we didn't do because we're going to head up to Watson Lake today, and that's where we're going to try and get all of our uploading and connection caught up. So up the highway we go. There was one other thing I wanted to mention about that place, but I can't remember what it was, so hopefully I'll think about it here in a minute. All right, I had to pull over here quick to show you guys something. I'm not going too far out of the RV for this one. That, my friends, is a grizzly bar. Oh, now he's just taking a dump. Great. Caught it on video, dude. Just so you know. He looks really cool from over here. Looks pretty amazing. But that's this is as close as we're getting. So that's our first grizzly bear so far. All right, onward we go. All right, we stopped here at Contact Creek, and this is the first area inside of the Yukon that you can stop. You actually dip into the Yukon like what, 5 or 6 times, I guess,
times, yeah,
before you get to the official Yukon sign. But Contact Creek is important because this is where the 35th Regiment from the north and the 340th Regiment from the south met and completed the southern end of the ALCAN, or the Alaskan Highway. So this little place right here is where history happened. That was in November of 1942. So pretty crazy. Also, the cheapest gas in this area, supposedly cheaper than Watson Lake. So we're filling up here, and we're probably suckers, and we'll find out that's not true.
I bet it's true.
I think it's probably true. All right, well, this is a major milestone for us, a place that I thought we would never be. So welcome to the Yukon, folks.
Yukon people! We're here.
We are here. And the adventure is going to get even greater from here. We've got some really cool stuff in the works, but you guys will see that in a little bit. Wow, the Yukon. Saw this when I was a little kid in school.
You read it in books only. Well, at least me in Mexico is like, oh, the Yukon, where the tundra is.
Yeah, the only people that come here are lumberjacks. I'm excited. This is awesome. Farther and farther into no man's land we go. Yeah. This is exciting. When you have never been somewhere before, very exciting. Road's getting a little rougher too, so I'm assuming that's going to continue.
Jumpy.
And the road is going to get really rough for us this week, but you guys will find that out in just a little bit. All right, this area. My phone is going crazy.
Just receiving right now all the messages.
This is the first time that we've seen signal in 4 days.
Since Fort Nelson.
So my phone's going crazy, but that means we are in Watson Lake, and being in Watson Lake means we are here. The Signpost Forest. And we're gonna see if we can't find a place to put
our sign. It's just hard to find a place to put our sign.
It is hard to find a place.
Taken.
Yeah, so let's head on inside and see what we can find out. One thing we noticed here about the Signpost Forest is they'll just let about anybody put anything here. Check this out. If those guys are in the area, this is a dangerous place.
We're gonna leave the plate from our car.
We left our mark at the signpost forest.
That's the nice thing about traveling with a ladder.
Okay, so if you come in the very front off of the main road,
highway,
where the Northern Lights Center is, you park across the street here, come in the front. As soon as you come down the stairs, the very first post, just look up, and there you'll see the 7-day weekend sign.
That's us. If you see us, take a picture and tag us.
Yep, like to see if you guys see the plate.
I have to say, it's the first post, not the first tree.
Our mark on history? I don't know, it's not really a mark on history, but...
Or mark in
a mark on the post.
Alaska Highway.
On sign forest history?
Just on the Alaskan Highway. Just
on the Alaskan Highway.
Don't make it complicated.
I'll try not to make it complicated. Let's get out of here, Sharon. You ready?
I have to say, I never thought we'll use the ladder and the trail for this kind of stuff. It's like...
You never know when you carry this stuff, huh? One of the things that we were told we need to do when we're here in Watson Lake is check out the Northern Lights Center and the Planetarium that is here. And of course, Kevin and Laura told us to do it, so they said it's cool. It's gotta be cool. Are you ready for your planetarium experience?
I'm ready for the Northern Lights. I think this is the only way we're gonna see them.
You are correct. All right, Lori, the Northern Lights Center and the Aurora Borealis presentation, what do you think?
I loved it myself. It's like I really didn't know how is that happened, and the movies here, they really show you how it happens, like why they happen.
And we also know that we'll never see them since we're up here when it's mostly daylight all the time.
Yes, so that's gonna have to stay on the bucket list probably. But it was $10 a person, 10 Canadian dollars, remember?
Which is $1.75 American.
No, it's not. But I think it's worth it. It's like if you're curious about it.
Just so you guys know, right now the Canadian-American exchange rate is 25%. So for every dollar Canadian, it's 75 cents American. So that's the exchange. And
pro tip is like always sit on the back of Planetarium so you can see like the entire screen. The screen is above you. And 2, go well rested, otherwise you will fall asleep. Yeah. Like Paul did in LA. You didn't do it in this time.
I did not fall asleep today, no.
No, but in LA he was just even snoring.
All right, let's get back on the road.
Okay, after throwing you under the bus, let's go to the car.
Alrighty, Miss Lorena, we did the obligatory sign forest stop, so are you ready to head on up the road?
And we did the Planetarium.
Absolutely.
At the Northern Lights Dome.
Northern Lights Center.
And now, yes, time to keep going.
It's 7 o'clock at night right now, and the sun is still high in the sky, so we're just gonna drive. We don't have an overnight planned tonight, but we know that we're gonna lose cell service here in a matter of a few miles. So we're just gonna drive and see what happens. Let me guess, nothing coming.
Nope.
Yeah, you're in the Yukon Territory, nothing's ever coming. And I will say, we got gas in this little tiny place called Contact Creek that we told you guys about earlier. And it says cheaper than Watson Lake, which is the bigger town up here.
$139.9.
$139.9? And it's $143.9. So
it's cheaper though.
4 cents a liter. So 12 cents a gallon cheaper. And it's about 9:30 at night, and we just hit the Morley River Recreation site. We're gonna shut it down here for the night, and we'll see you guys in the morning.
Shut it down.
Good morning, everybody. We are
morning
at the Morley River Recreation site, and we're continuing our trek north. Who knows what today brings, but we know we're going to wind up today around Whitehorse.
Yes, and when we say good morning, it's really not morning. But with this, like, daylight all the time, it's just, we're already night people. And now with daylight, we're even more night people. So, it's screwing up with our schedules.
My phone is saying it's 6:35 a.m., but it's not 6:35, is it?
No, it's almost 1.
Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock.
4:41.
So,
4:49. It's because of the Samsung.
it's saying Friday, October 26th.
That's weird.
All right, Samsung, what's going on here? That's very, very strange. All right, let's get down the road. We have made it to Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon Territory. We're gonna check out the town, check out the Interpretive Center, and see what else we can find out about the area.
Let's do it.
That's it.
Oh, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, I thought maybe you had some insight on the area and that you would give us some like of your cool insight because you've been reading and all that. No? All right.
I just know it's the largest city in the Yukon Territory. That's the only thing I know.
All right. All right, so the Interpretive Center here in Whitehorse is amazing. We just got a lot of information from the young lady up front about an area that we're gonna explore, which we're really excited about. We're not gonna share that quite yet, but super excited about the area. A lot of stuff to see and do here in the Yukon before we even get to Alaska, so looking forward to that. But again, use these little visitor center, interpretive centers when you're up here to get all kinds of information. They're
Because they
awesome.
know their stuff.
Yeah.
So they've been there, done that, so might as well get that information. And they gave me homework. And they also have RV parking.
Cool. Well, if you're ready, let's go check out downtown Whitehorse.
Let's go.
We're just gonna leave the RV here at the visitor center and head on into downtown Whitehorse. Check it out, get something to eat. This is crazy. Lori, we're in the Yukon.
We are.
That's awesome.
Bucket list done, checked.
We were just walking back from downtown and we noticed this sign. It shows truck campers and fifth wheels only, that's it. So I guess Class Bs, Class Cs, and us Class A holes aren't allowed to park here.
We're being discriminated.
We didn't walk around little downtown Whitehorse too much, just popped over, grabbed a bite to eat from the Dirty Northern Bastard, kind of a cool restaurant. And now we're gonna head over to Walmart. I think we're gonna stay there for the night and explore a little bit more of Whitehorse tomorrow. I can say very confidently that we have never seen this many RVs in a Walmart ever.
It is crazy.
It almost looks like they're having a RV show.
And some of these people, see, that one doesn't even
Yeah,
look like a truck.
you can see some of these people are actually living here. Like they live in this parking lot because there's no trucks or anything here. But this is crazy. Like I don't think we'll be able to stay here.
I think the only other place other than Walmart we have seen with this many RVs has been Page, Arizona.
Page, Arizona had quite a few, but I don't even know if they had this many. This is nuts. Obviously, we made it to Whitehorse and we explored a little bit in this episode.
Yeah, we're not done yet with Whitehorse.
Nope, but we are done with this particular episode, so appreciate you guys watching. We'd really love for you guys to hang out with us, get to know us a little bit, and that means they have to
Subscribe.
hit that subscribe button. It would be equally as cool if you liked the video, and we'll see you again in the next episode. Bye now.
Like the video.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we have made it to Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon, and capital of the unicorn. The unicorn? Capital of the unicorn.
The capital of the Yukon Territory.
Okay, yeah, so try that again.